The history of Appalachian State football. The SparkyWoods era, 1984 to 1988. The SparkyWoods era, 1984 to 1988, was an important time in the history of Appalachian State football. Sparky Woods became the head coach of the Mountaineers in 1984, succeeding Mack Brown. Woods had previously been an assistant coach at the University of South Carolina under Lou Holtz, helping the Gamecocks win their first bowl game in over a decade. Under Woods' leadership, the Mountaineers had a successful run, winning 3 Southern Conference championships and making 3 playoff appearances in his 5 seasons at the helm. In 1985 and 1987, Appalachian State lost in the semifinals of the Division I-AA playoffs. In 1986, the team made it to the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Woods was known for his innovative offensive schemes, which included a pass-heavy attack that was ahead of its time. He also emphasized discipline and attention to detail, which helped the team achieve success on the field. One of the most memorable moments of the Sparky Woods era came in 1985, when the Mountaineers upset the University of South Carolina 20-13. This was the first victory by a Southern Conference team over an SEC team in 23 years. Woods left Appalachian State after the 1988 season to become the head coach at the University of South Carolina. He went on to coach at several other schools, including the University of Mississippi and the University of Louisiana at Monroe. Overall, the Sparky Woods era was a time of great success for Appalachian State football. The team had a record of 45-15-2 under his leadership, and the legacy he created helped the program continue to thrive in the years that followed. Sure, I'd be happy to provide more specific details about the Sparky Woods era at Appalachian State. During his time as head coach, Sparky Woods implemented an offensive style that was ahead of its time. The scheme, known as the Air Mountaineer offense, relied heavily on a talented quarterback and a high number of passes, which was uncommon at the time. Woods recruited quarterbacks who could execute the game plan, including Richie Williams, who went on to set numerous passing records at Appalachian State. The team continued to be successful on the field, winning 3 Southern Conference championships in 1985, 1986, and 1987. In 1985, the Mountaineers had a record of 9-3, including a win over the University of South Carolina, which was one of the biggest upsets in the history of Appalachian State football. The team went on to make it to the semifinals of the Division I-AA playoffs, where they lost to Georgia Southern. In 1987, the Mountaineers won their 3rd Southern Conference championship under Woods, finishing the season with a record of 11-2. The team made it to the semifinals of the Division I-AA playoffs once again, but lost to Marshall University. Woods was known for paying close attention to detail and instilling discipline in the team. He also hired a talented coaching staff that included future head coaches such as Pat Washington, who became head coach at Tennessee State, and Tony Peterson, who became the offensive coordinator at Marshall University. Overall, the Sparky Woods era was a time of great success for Appalachian State football. The team developed a reputation for innovative offensive schemes and high-scoring games, which drew crowds to the stadium and helped establish a strong fan base for the program. Certainly, here's a more detailed explanation of the Air Mountaineer offense implemented by Sparky Woods during his time as head coach at Appalachian State. The Air Mountaineer offense was a pass-heavy scheme that was designed to take advantage of the talents of a skilled quarterback and a group of talented receivers. The system relied on precision timing and quick decision-making by the quarterback, who would typically drop back to pass on most plays. Woods was inspired to create the Air Mountaineer offense after working under legendary coach Lou Holtz at the University of South Carolina. Holtz was known for his innovative offensive schemes, which often relied on a short passing game and a variety of misdirection plays. Woods took these concepts and adapted them for the personnel he had at Appalachian State. The system relied on a fast-paced tempo that kept defenses on their heels and provided opportunities for big gains through the air. The Mountaineers' receivers were often split out wide to create space, while the quarterback would use a quick release to get the ball to them as quickly as possible. One of the key elements of the Air Mountaineer offense was the use of the shotgun formation. This formation allowed the quarterback to take a direct snap from the center, while standing several yards behind the line of scrimmage. This gave the quarterback more time to survey the field and find open receivers, while also creating more space for the running back to operate.